What's good, my fellow deplorables out there? It's your boy Kevin. Welcome back to the channel. Bud Light just made one of the worst marketing decisions of all time. I'm sure you guys have seen the ad that they released with trans activist and woke liberal Dylan Mulvaney with a picture of her face on the can. It has pissed off millions of Bud Light customers. One of the dumbest advertising campaigns we have ever seen, and it is starting to backfire. We have heard from the Bud Light Vice President of Marketing and her reasoning for doing this ad, and it is really stupid. Let's take a listen.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light, and it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time, and if we do not attract young drinkers to come in.
All right, so she's saying the brand was in decline when she was hired, and she was trying to attract new customers to the brand. I don't think that worked. I know for a fact it didn't work. Obviously, she was trying to circumvent her traditional customer base in order to attract a very, 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 very small minority. And it didn't work. It backfired, and it pissed off the established customers, and they left.
And drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief.
And that pisses me off right there. As a employee of this company, you don't have a mandate. You don't have a super clear mandate. Your only mandate is to the shareholders. Anheuser-Busch is a publicly traded company. People like me and you own this company. Your mandate is to the shareholders. Your mandate is not to woke liberal trans activists.
Okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting.
It does not mean inclusivity. It means sell the damn beer to the people who drink it, not placate, not cater to 1% of the population who your customer base who already drinks the damn beer doesn't agree with. That's not what inclusivity means.
Tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different.
It's not inclusive. It's not light and bright. It's actually very sad. It's actually what's wrong with America. It's not inclusive because your customer base may not agree with it. People who drink Bud Light are predominantly middle-aged men who do not agree with this campaign.
Different and appeals to women and to men. And representation is at sort of the heart of evolution. You've got to see people who reflect you in the work. And we had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out-of-touch humor.
Fratty, out-of-touch humor. That fratty, out-of-touch humor, like the what's up ads, that fratty, out-of-touch humor is what made Bud Light Bud Light. It's what made Bud Light the beer of choice at every single beach in the United States during the summer. It's what made Bud Light the beer of choice for every tailgate outside of every college football stadium, outside of every NFL stadium. It's what made Bud Light the go-to beer for millions of Americans. No more. No more.
And it was really important that we had another approach.
That other approach was right here. They, them right there was the go-to approach for the vice president of marketing for Bud Light. That right there was the saving grace for Bud Light. Yeah, my ass. I don't think so. I get trying to attract new customers. As a marketing department, that's your job, is to attract new customers. But this wasn't about marketing. This wasn't about trying to attract new customers. This was about placating and catering to the woke mob, the liberal woke mob who does not give a damn about Bud Light, who's not going to drink Bud Light. They're drinking little hard seltzers. They're drinking White Claws. I'm sorry to tell you. They're drinking wine coolers. The folks that you're trying to placate to are not drinking beer. They're not going to the beach, fishing, going to football games, tailgating, drinking Bud Light. They're drinking wine coolers. Terrible mistake. We know it was a mistake. We know it is backfiring. Take a listen to this merchandiser. He goes to stores and he checks on the sales of Bud Light. If there's not enough Bud Light on the shelves, he orders more. He's a merchandiser. That's his job. And he is saying that this has backfired like he's never seen before. A tremendous, unprecedented backfire.
I work for an affiliate company. I am a merchandiser, and the sole product of the company I work for is Anheuser-Busch products. So with all this canceling going on, I've never seen such little sales in this past few days.
Bud Light is not selling. This has been a terrible week for Anheuser-Busch, for the company. And if I was an executive of Bud Light, of Anheuser-Busch, I would be firing my marketing department, especially this lady who's talking about inclusivity. The only job this lady has to do is sell Bud Light. Keep your already loyal customers loyal. Keep them happy. This does not keep them happy. And then try to find ways to branch out and attract new customers. You don't do that by pissing off your loyal customers. The media attention that this is garnering is not good for Bud Light. Kid Rock goes ham on Bud Light. My boy Kid Rock bombed at a
Grandpa's
bong
feeling
to
a
bang
little frisky
diggy.
today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible.
He went full auto on that shit. He went full auto on that LGBTQ looking Bud Light. He went full auto on that Bud Light. You gotta love it. You gotta love yourself some Kid Rock. We've already started to see the backfire, and it's going to continue. Travis Tritt has dropped all Bud Light from the concessions at his concerts. We saw John Rich do the same thing, and it is important for people who are against this woke liberal ideology to stand up and fight against it. John Rich, Travis Tritt, Kid Rock, we need more people like this in this country. It's okay to have differing beliefs, but don't try to shove those differing beliefs in my face. I don't want to see it. I don't want a trans activist on my beer can. So leave that shit alone. Sell me my beer with a traditional beer can and don't try to put woke ideology that I don't agree with in my face, and we'll be just fine. Travis Tritt, good job. John Rich, Kid Rock, good job. We need more people like this because it's going to continue. This stuff is 100% going to continue, and we have to stand up against it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this an overreaction, or do we need to stand up and put our foot down and say, Bud Light, not cool. Let's move on to another beer and forget about Bud Light. Let me know. Love you guys. Catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.